Some of Springfield's most devout Christians walked into a casino, and every single one of them became a gambling legend. What happened? One day, the sheriff unexpectedly received a jet-powered aircraft. Ignoring the manual, he immediately began practicing, and after wrecking a police car and a helicopter, and crashing through the prison wall to let a few inmates escape, the sheriff finally mastered the craft. He could even issue speeding tickets to airplanes, but his triumph was short-lived. The military soon came knocking. The sheriff refused to hand over the jet, so the military opened fire. Left with no choice, the sheriff had to give up his dream. The out-of-control jet, as if guided by God, crashed into the church. At that moment, the Simpsons were on their way to church for Sunday service. Bart had been complaining the whole time about what a waste of time church was until they arrived at the church.
So, no church?
My prayers were answered!
Although the church had insurance, the insurance company found a loophole in the policy and refused to pay the claim. Those who didn't want to attend services were singing and dancing outside, while devout parishioners gathered inside the church, worrying about how to rebuild it. Now, the only option was crowdfunding. Marge went to the convenience store, but the state of the donation jar was far from encouraging.
Who keeps putting pickle slices in here?
Apu said he had a way to raise the money, and Marge was skeptical of this non-believer's claim. Apu said the people in this town needed the church to educate them, not to treat him like an ATM every day. No sooner had he finished speaking than someone provided a live demonstration, and Marge immediately understood what he meant. So, Apu held a meeting with the congregation. His plan to make money was to go to the casino, exploit a loophole in blackjack, work together to count cards, and win money. And this method wasn't illegal. Flanders found it hard to accept, but the pastor pointed out that the Bible never explicitly condemns gambling, and even the saints have always gambled on their own destinies. Only then did Flanders come to accept gambling. Freed from moral constraints, App began professional training for them. They had to block out all distractions in the casino, secondhand smoke, free drinks, and especially the sexy waitresses.
You, what is the count? Get your head in the game, Mel!
Most importantly, they had to keep the whole thing completely confidential. Soon after, a group of parishioners entered the casino and launched a spectacular card-counting operation. Once they'd won enough, they'd send a signal to their teammates. Of course, winning too much money was bound to arouse the casino's suspicion, so at that point, they'd simply give the retreat signal, and the entire team would withdraw. That night, the congregation won a lot of money. If they won just one more night, they'd have enough to rebuild the church. The next day, the congregation gathered again. App reminded them that the casino had almost certainly caught on to them, and the only way out was to disguise themselves. The pastor quickly changed into a cool outfit, and seeing this, the others began to dress up as well. Meanwhile, Lisa and Bart had come home from school early, and as soon as they opened the door, they were stunned by Marge's outfit. Marge confessed everything to the kids, explaining she had no other choice and asked them to keep it a secret. She would tell their dad once the mission was complete. The disguise squad returned to the casino, and sure enough, they were immediately spotted by security, but their new looks and new code words helped them complete their mission successfully, and the money they won covered an entire bed. Back home, Marge excitedly prepared to tell Homer everything, but then an unexpected turn of events occurred. Homer was kidnapped by the casino. Just moments earlier, Homer had been drinking at home. When the siblings noticed their mother hadn't returned yet, they told Homer what had happened.
What? Mom's counting cards at the casino!
Oh, if anything happens to Marge, we'll all be orphans.
Homer grabbed a photo of Marge and rushed to the casino, searching everywhere for her.
This is your wife?
Do you know where she is?
And that's how he walked right into the trap. Marge hurried to find the pastor, but the money had already been paid, and a refund was clearly out of the question since construction had already begun. Left with no other choice, Marge ran into the casino to pray, begging God to save Homer. Her performance art quickly drew a large crowd. Perhaps God heard her devout prayers, as the CEO of the Department of Culture also rushed to the scene.
I'm Doug Blattner, COO of the Gaming and Resorts Division of Stuffer's Italian Booths.
My family loves your microwave lasagnas.
And used his authority to get the casino manager to release Homer, on the condition that they never set foot in the casino again.
Homie, after all this, do you still believe in God?
On a beautiful night like tonight,